There can only be one top play of Season 5, so vote now. We're on the lookout for your best highlights of Season 6. Send them in on social with your gamer tag and the hashtag 2KTVWow. I've got to go count each and every VC in the award to make sure they're all here. 99, 100, 101. See you next week.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Russell is out there with Connect, and it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, they've got Towns. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Hart in at the 4 spot. And his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And
we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to MP. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Here's Kolek. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bell.
2 minutes remaining
to the middle. Here's MP. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
MP, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Down low, and the dunk by MP.
Well, he's got the space. MP will not hesitate to throw it down.
Knicks trail by 7. 1:15 left in the first quarter. The kick out to Towns. Pass to McBride. And here is Hart. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Aaron Holiday's checked in for New York. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And, you know, more often than not, when you're open, Towns will find you, a willing facilitator.
MP, that's for 2. Rebounded by Hart.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. MP, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Boston Celtics.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Reeves outside. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
27.
Los Angeles on top, up by 5.
32.
And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And hope you've enjoyed.
Substitution
A change.
on the court.
McBride's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Lopez, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for Peyton Watson. And MP subbed in for Connect. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Jared Vanderbilt, MP out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Hendricks in at the 3.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night to help your team be in a position to win games.
Kelly's checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Russell. Right now, let's take it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Boston put on a show. He ended up with 26 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. He came in hot off the bench and maintained that play throughout the game. And I'm sure his team wants him to do that again. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Lakers call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And he sinks the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The pass to Lopez. MP looking around. Los Angeles with another miss.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Reeves with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Bell. 36 seconds left here in the second. On the wing, Holiday. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Knicks lead.
Los Angeles has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Rep dishes to MP. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. New York leading by 4. Over Bell. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. MP with a nice bucket inside. MP's got 6 points in the quarter. Ball for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
56. The Lakers, 54.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly... Teams will make substitutions. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
We've got Miles McBride. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Paul. Then there's Towns. And it's Kolek in at point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Passes to Alexander-Walker. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
Bell is checked in for the Lakers. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. 15-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Here's Watson, and Watson slams it in.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring, looking to end the run, and that one's good. Kolek has got 5 now.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Now, here's MP. Defense is right there, and that one drops for him.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Knicks trail by 17. At the top of the key, Towns. 56 seconds left in the third. Here's Kolek. They grab their own miss. Lakers leading by 17. Bell passes to MP. Shoots. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. He's got 17.
MP plays with no fear. And what's incredible is he's really just scratching the surface of his ability.
Kolek, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on MP. The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Miles McBride.
2 shots.
And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Webb's checked in for Bell. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Reeves finds MP. From the arc. Another miss by MP. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Holiday. Reeves with the rebound. Watson, the pass to Reeves. Stolen by Holiday. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Takes a 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles. Feeling good about their 17-point lead.
The Lakers, 89.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Making some changes here. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out. They're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Taking a look at the Lakers. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. MP out there with Connect. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. New York has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Davis sends it back.
What an impactful defensive presence. AD is outstanding coming up with blocks.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Kolek, covered by MP. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And the basket is good. MP's got 19 points. For New York, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Latrey. The Lakers with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the shot is good. 21 points for MP.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Pass to Kolek. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Another miss by MP. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Pass to Bell. MP, that's for two. And that one's on target from the wing.
Assisted by
MP's got
Bell.
10 points in just the second half. Here's Kolek. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by MP. Ahead. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feet. And that's now 25 points for MP.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Davis.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard. He came up with a ton of rebounds.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Holiday. Up and in on the way.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
MP, that's for 2. It's rebounded by New York. And Holiday has it in the corner. Cans it from downtown.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Lakers lead 127-98.
MP against Holiday. Here's MP. Connects on the foul line jumper. MP's got 30 points.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
The kick out to Towns. The shot misses. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.
What's up, guys? This is T-Mac, and you're watching 2K TV.
Welcome back to NBA 2K TV and Season 6 of NBA 2K25.
We have new rewards, new challenges, new events, new apparel. There is so much to cover in Season 6.
Let's jump right in with what's new in my career. Take a look.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Bell. Russell is out there with Connect. Then there's Davis, and it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. And for the Nuggets, the 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Ingram in at small forward. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term...
Lakers making a change here. MP's checked in. For Denver, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. So the Lakers call timeout, their first. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Caught up with Coach Michael Malone. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm. Everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop them. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. 5th, Brandon Ingram.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's true, but they can also fill it up from outside. This is a group that can score from anywhere on the floor. Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take.